on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Alrighty, welcome back. It's still the morning crossfire, and we're having Health Thursday as usual every single Thursday. We talk health on the morning crossfire, and indeed, the coordinating minister of health, as he is known, has been in the news recently. He's made some statements about the Nigerian healthcare system and the state of things, particularly the fact that, according to him, he believes and he knows, as Minister of Health, that residents, or citizens, should I say, or residents of UK and US and other parts of Nigeria prefer or come to Nigeria, let me say, for healthcare. They get on the plane from Washington, D.C., from Atlanta, Georgia, where Abasa was when he was impeached, or from wherever, California, in L.A., Santa Monica, in L.A., Santa Barbara, Florida, Miami, Orlando, in Texas, in Houston, and other parts of Texas. Get on a plane and fly all the way to Nigeria to see a doctor. We have the African Union Heads of State session or meeting holding in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, from the 12th of February. Today is the 6th of February. The president has left for that meeting, but he's not in Addis Ababa, no. President Bola Tinubu is going to France for a meeting that is holding in Saudi Arabia, in Ethiopia, which means he'll be in France for some time. Now, I cannot hazard a guess as to why the president is there. Have Nigerians been informed as to why the president is there? Some of you will allege, without proof, that the president went to take care of his health. I always ask, where is your proof? Anyway, but, I mean, politicians in this country are known, some, not all, some, with the exception of the likes of Yemi Oshibajo and the others, are known to travel outside the country to seek for health care. Some of you who have the funds, you travel out of the country for health care. So I'm asking you, Nigerians, those of you in this country and outside the country, around the world, do citizens and residents of US and UK prefer Nigerian healthcare? Do you think that this is the case? Do you think that this is true? This is what the Minister of Health is saying. The coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, is what he's saying. I mean, if that is the case, if that is true, then Nigerian healthcare is not as bad as some of you say it is. Like it said in the Bible, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Some of you feel nothing good can come out of the country as it is now with this current government. I've spoken to one or two doctors who have told me in confidence that some of their patients came in from abroad to be treated here. I know one time I spoke to a doctor was it on mainland or the island? I can't remember. In Lagos here, who confided in me. He confided in me, told me that some of his patients, he has some people who came in from UK, to come be treated in this hospital. What does that say? What does that say? So is that a rarity? Maybe he was, or she, the patient was visiting Nigeria, to see to the progress of his property that's being built, or he has business here, or she has business here, or came for Dirty December. I don't know why they call that dirty anyway, or something, and decided, hey, let me go see the doctor. Are the health systems in those of you who are listening from the diaspora, I think you need to approach the witness stand. Yeah, you need to approach the witness stand and climb it. Probably you sit down. We'll give you a chair there. are the health systems, is healthcare in these countries that Ali Pate, professor, is mentioning, is it that bad that people have to leave UK, leave US, leave Canada, leave Ghana, leave Togo, you call West Africa, mention West Africa, and come to Nigeria to see a medical doctor? I don't know what you guys think. Are these just mere coincidences, or people actively in the US and UK are saving money so they can travel to Nigeria to see a doctor? 0201 465 7190, 0201 465 7190. What that doctor told me could have been a one-off. So is the health minister just simply talking politics, just trying to make the government look good? Are Nigerians even feeling that the healthcare, are they experiencing better healthcare that people are leaving other countries to come take advantage of? You tell me what you think. For a diaspora community, if you don't call, I'll send you a bill, a ticket. I'll fine you. If I will deport you. Our Skype is open, all right? So please use the Skype, search on Nigeria Space, Info Space FM, or WhatsApp 08095975805. That's for WhatsApp. For those outside the country who don't want to call our line, 08095975805. 99.3. 99.3, good morning. Sorry about that. Probably the network. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Emmanuel from Lagos.
Emmanuel, welcome.
Yeah. I think the minister is just playing to the gallery. Right. Yes, there are few cases that come. You know, surgeries could be elective, it could be emergency. Elective are the ones that can wait.
Okay.
You understand? Maybe you want to remove a lump from your skin or those minor surgeries. So there is a very long queue. Some may have to wait for 3, 4, 5. It won't harm you. You can wait for as long as possible. So you may be on a long queue. And 2, it's cheaper. They are bringing out currency. That's why a few of them come here. Of course, you won't come to Nigeria when you have a serious case or an emergency surgery. Many Nigerians in the diaspora too are not really financially stable. So if you were supposed to pay, say, $6,000 there or $10,000 there, but you can move to Nigeria and pay, say, 350,000 naira. Why not? That's why some of them come for minor elective surgery, not serious cases or emergency cases. So it's just meant to the gallery.
Minor elective surgery. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, we have a call on Skype. I'm taking a lot of Skype calls because these guys are in the witness stand. Skype caller, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Banji.
Banji, good morning. Where are you listening from?
I'm listening from Birmingham.
Birmingham, that's in UK. All right, Banji, go ahead.
Yeah, so in fairness, the healthcare in Nigeria is not bad. But what you need to understand is it good in the public sector or the private sector? So the diasporan people are coming to Nigeria to utilize the facilities in the private sector. And one of the major reasons, primarily, because of the exchange rate. So if you have £2,000, you know how much it is in Naira. Right. So they've seen that there's an advantage by using the foreign currency to get those healthcare facilities in Nigeria, because obviously they're using a stronger currency to access it. So what you need to ask yourself is, the average people in Nigeria, are they able to access that healthcare in the private sector? So if you want to know how good the healthcare is in any country, the accessibility under the public sector is what we should consider. So just to drive the point home, the exchange rate is good for the people in diaspora to come home and utilize those medical facilities under the private healthcare sector. And thus, to also make you remember, some doctors are relocating back to Nigeria to set up their own private facilities.
Is this a trend, or is just a drop in the ocean? Is it a trend?
It's a trend because they're seeing there's a gap in the medical facilities in Nigeria.
Yeah.
They have the expertise, they have the know-how. So what they use is to get capital, bring it back home, set up something, And when they do that, they also get referrals because people where they have come from, i.e. America and UK, they know that they are good, they have the expertise, so they'll get referrals from abroad to come to those facilities to utilize the services, right? So that's what we're seeing right now. Those highbrow areas in Lekki, VI, that's those hospitals that are getting this influx of people. They're not coming to Lasut, they're not coming to Luz or UITH.
Okay, so you're saying Nigeria's healthcare is not bad, and you agree with the minister. People are coming from for surgeries here. The caller, first caller, I think said minor elective surgeries. Do you agree?
So I've put it in context. I've said it's good relatively. It's good, but you need to understand which aspect of the sector is good. If you want to judge holistically, the average person should be able to access it under the public healthcare, and that's how you judge that. Okay, an average person can access it, and that's how it's good.
Right.
But if it's just for the elite, it's for the diasporan to come in and take advantage and utilize it, then you and I know the answer to that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So he said he's in Birmingham, the UK. For those of you who love football, that's where you have Aston Villa. Okay, and he said that it's true. Some persons are able to save up money in the UK to come down here because of the exchange rate. So they can find that their small pound will be much naira, and they can pay for whatever healthcare they want to pay for. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning. I hope you can hear me clearly. My name is Terry. Terry from Lekki.
Terry, welcome.
All right. So I want to contribute. So I agree with the last guys, but my brother, late last year, he had a heart-related issue, and he was in Malaysia.
Okay.
He's gone to several hospitals there, and he was actually told to go back home, and more like you have like 2 years to live. Just go. There's nothing that can be done about this. So we flew him back home, and we tried some hospitals here, although private. And right now he's up and about doing his business. So sometimes it becomes difficult to even believe if the healthcare system is actually that bad. But I think the private sector healthcare is good. What we need to do to improve the public ones in Nigeria is just like putting more resources, more people, and more infrastructure. And I'm sure we would bounce back.
But brother, why do Nigerians then? Since you're saying even private healthcare is good, why do Nigerians have to travel to India for some procedures? India. Remember, it's a trend. A lot of people have been going to India. Even some of the doctors here will refer you, go to India. You know now.
Yes.
So why is that the case?
Okay, again, it depends. Most times here, there are some areas of specialization that may not be present here because, the resources, like experienced doctors, may not be available in Nigeria to do that kind of particular surgery. Or the ones available are pretty much busy or so.
Then how can we say, therefore, I'm just asking, that we have a good healthcare system if there are some specializations that don't have the requisite manpower and people have to go to India? Maybe I'll allow other listeners to answer that.
I guess you should allow others.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, from my experience, because it was a big testimony for us.
Oh yeah,
he's up and about now.
Wow,
so
fantastic.
All thanks to Nigerian healthcare.
Fantastic. All right, you had the man. Thank you very much, and my regards to your brother.
All right.
My regards to your brother. All right. Our Skype is been active all day. Those in diaspora, this is your topical. WhatsApp is 080-9597-5805. Okay, so we have a good system. We have good doctors, of course we do, but we have good health care. Why are people going to India? No. Why are people going to India? Yeah. Help me answer. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name, location, and your contribution.
My name is Phil. I stay in Marlborough.
Welcome.
Okay, so you asked the question about why people go to India. In the past, I've read about Indian government investing in their people to go study medicine abroad and bring their expertise back to their country. So I guess that's what has made their healthcare system quite top-notch, that everybody wants to go there. But when you talk about the healthcare system, people coming in from abroad, I've seen quite a few cases. I'm not a medical doctor, but I've seen friends who are abroad. Like my cousin was abroad, he stays in Canada, but had to come to Nigeria for a medical procedure that was quite a big issue because there was no time there. The time they gave us about 4 or 5 months after for a very long time, so she had to come to Nigeria to do that procedure. So that's kind of situation they face. That the healthcare system there is quite it's quite heavy.
Choked.
A lot of people having healthcare system and so health issues rather. So people are looking for a way out rather than staying there. Staying abroad is for different reasons, but for the healthcare system, a lot of people prefer coming back to possibly Nigeria.
Are they coming back? Are they coming back because the healthcare system there is choked, like the NHS, for instance?
It's choked, yes.
Or that Nigeria has a better.
No. The healthcare system there is choked, and our private. We have doctors who have worked there, like one of your callers said, come and established here. So the private healthcare system is stronger here because of the expertise they are bringing in.
But is it improving? Is it better? Is Nigeria now? Does Nigeria have an advantage, or are people just simply saying, okay, I can't die here, like some would say? Let me go back to where there's no long list, and let me take care of myself.
Well, what we see here is that the private healthcare system, the private sector rather, is what is driving the health system in Nigeria. The public sector is nothing to write home about. Sorry to say, nothing to write home about. But the private healthcare system has driven the health tourism in Nigeria. So I think the onus is on the government to look into this trend and ensure that even if we have to bolster the public healthcare system, let's give those abroad the impetus, the drive to come back and invest in the healthcare system in Nigeria here.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll take some messages here. There are lots of questions on my mind, lots of paradoxes, contradictions, and I need those things cleared. Kingsley in Lekki, listening in Lekki, says, Kofi, how can people in diaspora where they have fantastic equipment come to Nigeria where there are no good and adequate facilities? Some of you are saying private sector, but do these private sector hospitals really have the facilities? Do they have the investment? Have you seen hospitals abroad? Do we have a hospital in this country like John Hopkins, even private? Many of the private hospitals, when they have to do certain surgeries, will have to refer you to a teaching hospital because they have the facilities in that teaching hospital that they don't have in the private. Some of them will have to call in doctors from the public sector, or have to say, let's take you to the public hospital because you don't have the personnel to do this surgery. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, private sector is good, but there are certain conditions you cannot get the adequate treatment in a private hospital. And if the doctor there is honest, he'll tell you he has to bring people in, or he doesn't have the facilities for that. He has to take you to the teaching hospital. Some of you are looking down on teaching hospital. Don't look down on teaching hospital. Don't look down on government, on public hospitals. That's where you have the highest concentration of professionals. Some of the equipment they have there, you don't have anywhere in private hospitals in this country. But it's government hospital. Hey. We'll be right back. Let's pay some bills. We'll be right back.
You are to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hello, Mrs. Martins.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, how may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma. I'll call you back.
Bruston and Suspension for Children is a sweet-tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma. I'll call you back.
Brustin and Suspension for Children. Always take the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better. water.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
It's tough out there, but you need to keep on moving. Here at Total Energies, we've been innovating for over 70 years to offer you quartz engine oil that protects your car and SUV engines, improve performance, and increase fuel efficiency. There's a quartz for every engine type, thermal, hybrid, and electric, bringing you outstanding efficiency and prolonged engine life, along with a reduction in polluting emissions with quartz lubricants formulated to protect emission control systems. Save on maintenance with quartz lubricants and keep your engines younger for longer. Experience Total Energies premium lubricants through the years.
I need to find a way to save on water expenses. My budget can't keep up again.
I used to be in your shoes until I switched to Seaway Refill Water.
Seaway Refill Water?
Yes, so with Seaway Refill Water, you are getting double the water while spending less.
I'm switching today.
Switch to Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Get more value, save more money. Oh yeah, Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Stay hydrated, drink more water. Oh yeah, Seaway Refill.
Feel the difference. Always choose Seaway for every family.
So I like calm.
It's him to say you like calm. I tell you say he no good for you, but you see they talk say you like calm. My pikin. You know, see I go always get your back, but you got shine your eye well, take carry better thing. Like the new Golden Penny soya and vegetable oil wait there for brand new packaging.
The new Golden Penny soya oil contains vitamins A, D, and E with omega-3 and 6 and 0 trans fat. It is available for different sizes. Buy your own for retail store where they near you. Golden Penny oil, eat well, live well.
Hello, excuse me. This Milo pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy release, bam, on the pack. Is it the same Milo? No, this one is new and improved. The support energy release means when you give your kids Milo as part of breakfast, you are giving them energy they need to go to school. I like this one.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more serious than a Golden Morn breakfast with my family. Don't you understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma'am. At once.
Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious Golden Morn. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Morn to help throw your family to win every day. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
It's 2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If the mother of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government forms, would have protested to be cancelled.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years. From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And he don't put my mood for that. Whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your day, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform. If NBS is turning out very fake data to us, because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Mary Ann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news and current affairs show on radio.
I'm so sorry. I hate it when people make assertions from very skewed and biased places.
Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
What is health? It's more than the absence of illness. It's the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. Still Health Thursday on the Morning Crossfire. You can see that gradually, piece by piece, we have been building our health infrastructure, but also at a higher level in the teaching hospitals. People are now beginning to come to Nigeria from the region to receive quality health care. She's talking about West Africa. This is already happening, including people from far away, places like United Kingdom and United States. Those are the words of Nigeria's Minister for Health, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate. He spoke to State House correspondents after the last FEC meeting, which was, of course, presided over by the president, who is currently in France. What a paradox. Anyway, so the Minister of Health is obviously saying that people coming from West African countries, UK and US, etc., is a sign that the renewed hope agenda is working. He talked about the teaching hospitals. And I'm asking, do people in the UK and US and other parts of the world really prefer Nigeria's healthcare, the healthcare in Nigeria? 0201 277 0993. If that can't get you through, you try 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. It's either the renewed hope agenda is working in healthcare or it's not. There's no middle. So you call and tell me. We have Matt. He's on Skype. He's listening in Bedford in the UK. Matt, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kofi.
All right. Thanks for your time. Where do you stand in all of this?
Yeah. So, Kofi, this is the statements from the minister. I think it's the sort of propaganda that would make people start thinking. You see, Nigerians, these are the statements that make us probably lose focus. Sort of. I can't imagine someone leaving the UK for Nigeria for any health issues. Yeah, like a caller said earlier, if you talk about minor issues because of time, in UK, I mean, the hospital would not, the NHS would not send you back home if they see that your situation is critical. If your situation is something that needs immediate attention. When they say someone is sick, and then the person, they say, oh, okay, come back in 5 months. The doctors that have said come back in 5 months knows that they've analyzed the issue, that nothing can happen. But people might feel, oh, okay, instead of waiting for 5 months, let me go back to Nigeria. It's something minor. You can't take anything serious to Nigeria.
You're in Bedford. Okay. Is healthcare in Nigeria good? Is that good healthcare in Nigeria?
No. There's nothing. There's no else. I've had my own fair share in Nigerian healthcare. Many years ago, my wife, due to terrible prognosis and all that, so that led to something very serious that we had to come to the UK as far back as 2016. Now we're talking about. So, and I'm in UK. Someone will tell me to go back to Nigeria for anything. Now, I can't go to Nigeria if I get to Nigeria, maybe I might just decide, okay, let me check myself. But really, it's not possible. So the minister should... Okay.
So you said your wife, unfortunately, had some wrong prognosis from a hospital in Nigeria. And you moved to the UK for that reason?
No, not move. Not move. Okay. Then not move.
Okay.
She had to come here for close to 2 years for treatments, and then we're still in Nigeria fully. So we had to spend loads of money for just my error from doctors and all that.
Was it private or public health facility?
Private in the UK then, yeah.
Okay, I mean here was it private or public that gave you the wrong prognosis?
No, private of course, private, because there's no public healthcare system in Nigeria. There's no public health. We're talking about waiting time here, and then you're talking about the teaching hospitals. Go to teaching hospitals in Nigeria, you literally die. A nurse is walking by you. They're looking at you. They tell you there's no bed.
Is it because they don't have good hands in the teaching hospital?
Well, yeah, they might have few, but honestly, majority. Until you see the system, when Nigerian doctors, they say, "Oh, Nigerian doctors leave Nigeria for abroad, UKs and the US and Canada." Let me tell you, when they get here, the entire mentality changes.
But it's the same doctor, it's the same skill he learnt in Nigeria is what he's using there.
Yes, but the mentality now is what we're talking about. Changes completely, otherwise you'll be knocked out.
How?
You need to know what
how changes in what way?
So when you talk about mentality, first and foremost, of course, medicine is medicine anyway. You either know it or you don't know it. So let's assume they know it. But the kind of attitude, number one, lackadaisical attitude, being put on the job maybe because of the kind of pay they get, or like I said, so you see someone, an emergency, someone is rushed into the hospital, and then the doctor or nurse tells you, see, you see that we have other people, and all that. You see things like that.
What's the mentality? What's the mentality there? What's the switch? What was the difference there?
Yes. So the difference now is they bring an emergency to a hospital here immediately. The person is being attended to. In fact, before the ambulance gets to the hospital, they are already prepping everything for this patient.
I have a sister, or a family friend who, had some sort of headache or some sort of condition, and she messaged my wife to say, she's not feeling too well. And when we got back to her, she was in an ambulance. They had brought an ambulance to her house to take her to the hospital.
That's it.
I have another friend who said he discovered something in his blood and all that. What happened? He went to visit his family in UK and just said, let me go to the hospital for a checkup, and said they never, ever, ever told him that, they gave him something different in Nigeria. That's
it.
All right. Thank you very much. We have to take some more calls. Martin Bedford, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. But is this all these people's experiences? Can we equate it to the larger population? Is it wrong prognosis or lack of emergency mentality? Does it change if people are coming down here? All right, I see Skype is still on. Oh God, I unfortunately mistakenly ended that. Please call back. The gentleman who called on Skype earlier. 99.3. Good morning.
Hello, Kofi.
Good morning. Who do we have on the line, please?
This is the one of the Bolu.
All right, Eze, welcome.
Sometimes you bring a topic that will make everybody to grow annoyed for this issue you are discussing now about the hospital in Nigeria. How can we compare even Benin Republic here with our own hospitals here?
Have you been to Benin Republic, to the hospitals before?
Let me tell you. Yes, day before yesterday, one of my elderly brother go to teaching hospital at Sagamu here. He paid 7,000 naira for checkup. He has an ankle issue. So he said before their man will be attended to, he has to work like 12 hours to get a receipt of paying for this, paying for that.
He has to walk.
That's not talking of the treatment.
Yeah. Okay, he was walking to and fro the hospital. Is Odobolu, are you there? Okay, let's leave Odobolu and go to Skype. I have a Skype listener. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Yes, what's your name and where are you listening from?
My name is JD.
Okay, is it JD?
Yeah, JD.
JD. Listening from where?
from United Kingdom.
Okay. We have another listener on Skype as well. Second Skype caller. What's your name?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Your name, please.
I'm Ade.
Listening from where?
From England.
Okay. All right. So let's take JD first. JD is in the UK. Ade is in the UK. JD, you go first.
All right. The truth is, Nigerian healthcare system, I can tell you categorically, because I have on it personally, and I can tell you that we have the personnel, even in Nigeria. The problem that we have in Nigeria is we do not have the facilities and the infrastructure to meet up with the population, which at the end of the day, the few good facilities we have been overwhelmed. And as a result, you get all the bad news and bad experiences from people. Having said that, I've been in England for a while now, and I can categorically tell you that it is not Uhuru like some people will paint it like they are 100%. No. Even here, I can tell you that they have the personnel, thanks to people from Nigerians, especially from other parts of the world that come to assist and work here. But the fact is, even at that, most of the facilities in the UK, as we speak, have been overwhelmed. Sometimes, small fever here, you can be in the hospital for 5, 6, 8 hours just sitting. In Nigeria, people would have cried Uhuru, would have put it on social media.
The guy who called from Bedford, Matt, said otherwise. He said otherwise.
I don't know which part of England he is, but I'm telling you authoritatively, because it's also in the news here, that the NHS is overwhelmed. And that's the truth. That is not to say that when they want to treat you, they won't give you excellent treatment. But what I'm telling you, that even the wait time here right now, it's crazy, Kofi. You can check this online. It's all over the news.
Yeah,
and
of course, it's been the case for some
time.
time.
I can also tell you that we have doctors in the US, in Canada, in the UK, that goes back home and come back here to help. Some of them based in Nigeria, but they are so good to the point that the people here always request for them to come. So it's not that the problem with Nigerian healthcare system is the corruption and the politician messing up the health system. There's nothing else. I'm telling you, Kofi.
So contrary to what Matt said, you're saying you can be kept waiting in the UK hospital. It's not just in Nigeria. They will keep you waiting, just like you were saying happens in Nigeria.
Friends who have waited in recent times 8-9 hours waiting to just see a doctor to tell you to treat you for flu. This is me talking. I know, not like somebody said.
I know of a case, I think somewhere in Canada, they have the same issue in Canada where their public the health is like the NHS. They said, I think someone said they had a case and they told them to go home and just and sleep to go. Because they were overwhelmed.
Do you know the reason why? Sometimes we try to paint ours as bad. We're so used to it. If you want to be objective, it's not everything that they painted that's excellent here. Blah 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 blah. No. This morning I heard Sheriff and Uncle Jimmy talked about a hospital that has been awarded for construction bill 5 times they've paid, and the hospital is
Jerry,
I think that
let's put Ade on the air. Ade, over to you. Thank you, Jerry. Stay with me, please.
Yeah.
Ade.
Good morning. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Uncle JD, I used to watch your movies. Okay. I didn't even know you're the one. JD Alabi.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's the JD.
Yeah, exactly. He's an actor. Look at. Maybe he didn't want. Sorry. Maybe he didn't want people to know. I'm sorry. But I saw your DP. I realized. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I think he has actually said most of what I wanted to say. To be honest, the previous caller who talked about mentality of the doctors change what they get. I mean, Look, it's not the doctors' fault in Nigeria that there are no ambulances in the hospitals. It's not the doctors' fault that there are no CT scans available. It's not the doctor's fault that there are no oxygen available in some hospitals. So which doctor would flourish in that kind of environment? So when you get over here where those things are available, obviously your work changes, your productivity increases as a doctor, you feel more fulfilled. But with that being said as well, it's not as if maybe the healthcare system here is 100% as well. Like Ujide talk about, waiting times here also can be crazy. Yeah. Because especially with the UK system, which is a national health service, it is technically free, in inverted commas, So people go to the hospital a lot. People use healthcare services a lot for virtually almost everything. So at the moment now, but although when it comes to life-threatening injuries or life-threatening conditions, you'll be seen faster.
Okay.
But when it is not okay.
Yeah, I want to ask you, Ade. Then I'll ask JD. Will you get on a plane and come to Nigeria to see a doctor for any reason, rather than use a hospital in the UK? Ade, you first.
So it depends on what it is. Okay. I have also advised patients to go to, for example, there's a patient who wanted to do a myomectomy, which is a fibroid surgery. Here in the NHS, the wait time is almost over a year.
Okay.
Or 18 months at the least, where I am. But if you go to Lagos, if you go to some of these private hospitals, within a week, you can get a fibroid surgery done. So in that case, because I work in the healthcare, so I'm a doctor here.
Okay. So
in that kind of case, I've advised some of my patients, like, look, if you can buy the ticket, go to Nigeria, Lagos to Abuja, you get this myomectomy, this fibroid surgery done. But here in the NHS, I'll have to keep you on the waiting list, because the same way you have this fibroid and all this sort of thing, there are 1,000 other patients who have the exact same thing.
Let's say there was no waiting list. If
there's no waiting list, no, there'll be no reason. Why not? The healthcare infrastructure here and Nigeria are light years apart. Okay, you can't even, like, in terms of infrastructure, these light years, not even kilometers, or light years apart.
Galaxies.
You understand? Exactly. I can count the number of times I saw ECG machine in Nigeria, but here, almost on every ward, you see ECG machines lying everywhere. You understand? So they are light years apart. So if there's no waiting list or anything, there's no reason, absolutely no reason to go to Nigeria saying you're, to be honest, there's almost everything here.
Okay, Ade, thank you. JD, what about you? Would you, for any reason, hop on the plane to get here for healthcare?
I would, depending, like you said. Let me give you a very quick scenario. The Equator Madu case. To jail. Do you know I have people from here who's gone to Nigeria to the same procedure and was successful without stress, and they spent less.
Oh, really?
So, and this is last year, 2024. They left here because the wait time was so long, and they went to Nigeria. They did the kidney transplant and everything in Nigeria, and everything went well.
Yeah.
So the problem we have in Nigeria is corruption, especially with our public infrastructure and public hospitals and all that.
All right.
If our government can be truthful to invest positively in our healthcare sector, most of the doctors, believe you me, would stay in Nigeria and consult for those countries outside Nigeria.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you, JD and Ade in the UK. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right.
We have a next caller, 99.3. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Benjamin calling from First Stack.
Benjamin, welcome.
Uncle Sheriff.
Kofi Bartels,
Uncle Kofi, is a very simple situation here.
Yeah.
Do you believe that in a day I visited 9 public hospitals in Lagos in a day? I got to last week to the one in Ikeja. They said they treated their children ward. They cannot admit my child that was having internal bleeding, urinating blood with the urine. They referred me to FMC Yaba. I got there. It was near Easter holiday. They told me that most of the doctors, in fact, the doctors are not around. It's only nurses. Okay, they said my son needed blood immediately. I said, okay, I'm the father. I will donate the blood. I donated the blood. They said I should take it upstairs where they will screen it. I got there. The woman told me that there's no light. Listen, quote me if you want me to come on your station any day, any time. I'll bring my records for you. They told me that there's no light. I should go back to the nurses that we are waiting to administer the blood to my 4-year-old boy that is dying. I got back there, told the nurses that the woman said there's no light. They said they should on the gen now. I went back to the woman. The woman said, if the person is the nurse, a new person here, that order from above said on no account should they on generator on a weekend or public holiday. Uncle Kofi, this is Yaba, SMC, Yaba, Lagos. I go back to the nurse. Out of anger, the nurse was feeling pity for my son. The nurse who went to the generator people, the old men that were in charge of power, told them that, Baba, on this gen so that we'll just clean blood, just 10 minutes. They said, Shay, you be new person. They were speaking Yoruba to the woman. That is the order from above. The nurse was ready to fight them. it turned into a fight. They now have to on the gem for us and told us that we have only 10 minutes before they administered that blood. At the same ward that we are, a woman came in there, no doctor to attend the woman. The woman was having difficulty in breathing. For 2 hours, the woman was by our bedside till she died. No doctor attended to the woman. Then the son that brought the woman started scattering everything inside the FMC ward. That the nurses, everybody have to run out. They went and called a security guard. They were the one coming to beg the boy. The boy told them that even if at least they try to do anything on the mother, at least that he will not feel so bad. How will he watch his mother in his front? Struggle to breathe till the woman died after 2 hours. Uncle Kofi?
I'm here, bro.
Hello. So from that FMC, they referred us to Lut Idaraba. In my life, I've never been to all this hospital. I was calling since for 7 years. I was in Lagos. I got to Lut with the reference letter they gave me from FMC, thinking that immediately we got to the children accident and the emergency unit, they would just admit us, and start treatment. I was rushing to the ward, carrying my boy on my shoulder because he couldn't walk. He was so weak. As I was knocking, just coming towards the gate of the accident and emergency unit for children, the security that were on the gate there told me that, Oga, why are you pushing the gate like that? What is the problem? I said, we have an issue. My son is has emergency. They did not even look at my son. They just told me that they can't handle it in the children this thing. I should take my child to the adult accident and emergency unit. I was thinking it's a close distance. I carried my son again around 8 in the night. From morning we have been doing this while I went to the adult accident and emergency unit. On getting there too, I was seeing people on the floor, they put mats. I was thinking maybe it's a church program or crusade. I didn't know that those people are people that had the emergency too. But they are outside because they say there's no bed in the accident and emergency ward for adults. I got to the gate with the paper, trying to knock again. They have security there also. Those boys told me, Oga, why are you pushing the gate? That I said, this is the paper they gave me from FMCO. This is it. They say, Oga, see all the people wait there for our side. Some people don't stay here 2 days. They never see doctor. They come now. I said, go carry up here and go put this time or day anywhere where
we got to go. So I want to thank you, sir. I believe your son was eventually attended to.
Please. It's nothing to write home about. I'm not even going to remember the trauma I faced. I don't want to remember them at all.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate your time, sir. Do we have Mui on Skype? Have we lost him? Okay, we're out of time, and we just have to go. The fact is this, that healthcare is not a political matter. It's not something to be used for propaganda. And from all of what you've said, including those in the diaspora, it's clear that those who are leaving UK to come to Nigeria are doing so out of no option because of the long queue that you have, the waiting line for NHS. That's the only reason. But like one of the callers said from the UK, their health system, their health sector is light years ahead of ours here. So it's just because they have no option because of the waiting time, which is something they're trying to fix, and they'll take more of our doctors there. We don't even have enough doctors in the country. So how can we have a good health system? We don't have even enough doctors in the country. The truth is, good quality healthcare in Nigeria is very expensive and out of reach of the ordinary Nigerian. That's number one. Number two, a system, like you talk about digestive system, is a summation of different parts working together, each playing its own role. One cannot act independently of the other. And so if you want to talk about a system, a health system, all the component parts should be working well. We still have a long way to go, and the ball is in the court of the government to do and double up instead of singing praises to themselves. My name is Kofi Bartels. That's been Health Thursday. Let's go pay some bills. We'll be back.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this. Let me ask you a question. What holds you back when you wake up each morning? Is it the uncertainty of how the day will unfold? And as the day goes on, what makes your heart race? Is it the quiet fear that maybe you're not doing enough? And when it's evening, is it the longing for just a little more time? Whatever it is, remember, challenges don't define you, but how you rise to meet them. Staying connected to your dreams, that's how you break free from limits. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery backup to keep you connected without interruptions on Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to find out more. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Everybody gather round. Come and hear the news in town. From the kitchen to my heart, every single body's a thrill. With every bowl I share, I find more reasons to love. Come on and make a joyful sound. Golden penny pasta has taken over millions of hearts. Let's go, golden penny pasta. More reasons to love. Golden penny pasta. What's your reason? Oh. Tell me what's your reason? My sweet spaghetti is rich in protein. Tell me what's your reason? It tastes great, it's full of good nutrition. Tell me what's your reason?
There are more reasons to love every plate of Golden Penny pasta. The delicious and nutritious choice, enriched with protein and fiber for you and your loved ones. So, what's your reason? Golden Penny pasta. Great taste, good nutrition.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. Stay cool and stay fresh with Seaway. Keep moving, no stress with Seaway. To stay hydrated is a must, and you know Seaway is my choice. Oh, Seaway. It keeps me moving. Seaway. On the go. Give me my Seaway. Give me my Seaway. Hydration on the go. Everywhere I go. Stay active and stay refreshed, so I drink Seaway.
Stay hydrated wherever you go with Seaway on the go table water. Available in 75 and 150 CL. Always choose Seaway for every family.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of non-seasoned cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of no cubes. Today, eat for good.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1, carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.